Oops. Into this. I'm so stoked to be showing you this because for the longest time I've wanted to learn it, and for the longest time I've been avoiding learning it because there's some tricky spots, but I've figured it out to where you can do one shape twice and have all the diminished stuff taken care of. There's an Yngwie thing in here that you'll get to learn, and then there's a 4-note ascending E minor thing that's probably going to be your toughest hurdle, but I'll show you some different ways to get there. So basically, here we go. We're going to start out of order. I'm going to give you the easiest stuff first. The easiest stuff is going to be this Yngwie. Stuck into it. All you're doing is you're just doing kind of think of it as different inversions of the E minor chord. One there, and then an octave here. So the first one is going to be high E, 19 to 15, and that's a down and a pull off. And then you've got a 17 on the B and a 16 on the G. So it's down, pull off, up, up. Just practice that much if you have to. Down, pull off, up, up. Let's go on to the next one. I mean, this is basically descending 4s in E minor, starting on a B note. This right here is descending 4s in E minor, starting on a G note. So your first one's going to be high E, and it's all going to be 2 notes on the first string, and then 1 note on B, 1 note on G. So here's the second pattern. Take this, bar all of the G, B, and high E on the 12th fret, and then come up here with your pinky, hit the 15, and go. Now you might want to roll that first finger, or mute to separate the notes. You really don't want them to run into each other, but and then practice those. Same exact picking pattern, down, pull off, up, up. And like I said, feel free to, if you have to. You can even just take those 2 patterns and that kind of a thing. Third pattern is E minor 4s, starting on the E note itself. So you got 12 here. Pull off to, what is that, a 7th fret high E. And then you got, which is 8, B, and 9. So now you got, the last one is this guy here, down here, an octave lower. Same exact fingers, same exact picking pattern, same exact everything. So just take this 12 frets down, and you've got on the high E, you've got 7 to 3, you've got a 5 on the B, and a 4 on the G. That's the easiest part. If this is problems, yeah, it's only going to get worse, number 1. And yeah. But you know what? Hats off to Yngwie. That is an Yngwie thing. What we just learned is an Yngwie staple. And because it's a 3-note chord, you have it in 3 spots before it repeats. Now we're going to work on the second diminished arpeggio, which is going to be the G one. So the song kind of goes A sharp to G to E. Diminished arpeggio, just so we got A on the 10, A 13, 10 13. Now diminished, we're on the D, and we're going to go 11 14. Then we're going to do G, we're going to do 12 15. So that's 12 15, and then B is 14, and then you got 12 15 on the high E, get up to that 15th fret note, go back down. Now instead of going back down that way, we're gonna grab all the same notes but come up a bit. So we got this so far. Now your next note is gonna be, after this, you got a 14th fret D, you got a 16th fret A, and then a 13th fret A. And I would suggest alternate picking, down, up, down, up, down, up, and then once you get to here, you start your... If your note is a downstroke on this A, you're doing something right, I don't know. Let's do it slow one more time. Watch both hands if you have to. One more time. There are some hammer-ons and pull-offs when you get to the G string. Down, 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 and then you come up here. Up, pull off, up, up, pull off, up, down. Whatever makes your right hand feel comfortable, do that. So that was at G. That's the second diminished arpeggio. Now the first one, we're gonna do that same exact shape with those same exact fingers. I think actually, the way I've had this set up, you don't use your middle finger at all. We're gonna take the G note here, find the A sharp note, which is gonna be all the way down to the first fret. You apply the same fingerings, the same pickings to this guy. We're just moving it. So, okay? Starts here. 1-4 on the A, 2-5 on the D, 3-6 on the 3-6 on the G, and then 5 on the B, 3-6 on the high E. That's as high as you go on that. Get to there, then you go, so that's 3rd fret G, do that guy there, which is 5th fret D. You've got a 7th fret A, pull off or downstroke to the 4th fret A. Nice and slow. One more time. Picking. So basically, that's where you start the whole sequence, on the 1st fret. Go to G. Now you start your ascending E minor 4-noters. In Bonehead Land, close your eyes. It'll sound like this. So because I feel this is the hardest part, and I've seen a lot of dudes on YouTube do it a lot of different ways, I'll show you the way that's most comfortable for me, and I'll also show you some variations. Because that's the one good thing about guitar, is that if you don't like one way of doing something, you've got about 3 or 4 other options if you want to go down that road. So my way might not be good for you, but I'll show you a couple of variations that may work out well. I found out for me doing this worked really good for me. So, and use the same exact fingers that I use, okay? The first bunch of 4s in the E minor is just gonna be 12th fret low E to 15. To 15, yeah, I said that. And then 14 on A and D. And I'm picking 1, hammer, down, down. Now, you've heard me say this before, I'm not a huge fan of barring. And yeah, I hate it. So, but what are you gonna do? Okay, so that's the first one. Now all you're gonna do is stay within the E minor chord, and instead of starting on an E, you start on the G. So you start on the next. I mean, you could do that, but we're not gonna. I've decided to go here. So now I've switched fingers. Now this is gonna be G15. You still bar these two at the 14 on the A and E, but your G note is not going to be here. It's going to be here at the 17th fret of the D. So you got down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, hammer, down, 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 up. Now you're going to start here. This one's probably out of the. You got like 4 shapes in this general area. This one is my favorite. So you're going to bar these two once again, the A and the D, and then you're going to go 12 on the G to 16 on the G. I've been using my middle finger for this, and it's down, 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 up. Now when you get to, once you've hit that note, you have to lift. And the last one's this guy right here, which is basically the first 4 notes of Stairway to Heaven, but instead of A minor, you're in E minor. There's a lady show. So there's an E here. So you got, once again, you've got 14D, and then you've got this guy right here. So you got 14 on the D, 12, 12, 12. To get to those Ingve dissensions, slide this 15 to 19, and then start your. Now, you don't like these particular patterns? Let's try this one. We're gonna try a different set of 4s. So now we're gonna go 12, low E, 10 A, and then you got a 9 on the D to the 14, which is exactly this, a different way. And then what I do is, instead of doing it here, the G here, so now you got A, 10, D and G, 9, and then your G note here at the 12th fret, 12th fret, G string. So you've got, and the picking kind of changes. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up. That's all right. But now you're picking a lot. And then I would probably come up here and do the, so I do the first 2 differently. If this doesn't feel nice for you, I'd probably just do the first 2 here. Whoops. So yeah, this is up for debate. I'm actually going to send this to Alex Skolnick and see if I can get some feedback from him.